Hey guys, what's up? So I'm gonna recap Teen Wolf season 3 episode 10. And so tonight's episode is actually episode 11, and I think it's called the Alphas. And then we're gonna have the season finale. So we're basically like 2 episodes away or 1 episode away from the season finale, and it has been a boss ass season. Anyways, last week's episode was called The Overlooked. And before you watch tonight's episode, I need to give you a rundown, right? So we start off with a complete and utter natural disaster happening. I'm getting twister feeling. The hospital doors are blowing in. You see Scott's mom trying to make sure everything's working out all right. She's doing her triage. It's like, you know that this is not no feel bad love song type of episode. You know that shit's going down in this one. Anyways, so then Cora, who's been sick like ever since the toenail werewolf alpha girl hit her in her head or fought her, like she has been sick and unable to heal. So she's getting increasingly worse as the episodes go on. And we see Peter trying to take care of her, and that's when Scott's mom found out he wasn't really dead. That was a little awkward, just a little awkward. And she starts storing up the same black blood that Allison's grandfather is storing up. So you immediately know that mistletoe was involved, and it might not end so good for her. So then, of course, we have the substitute creep, the substitute teacher, coming to Derek, and it's just like, oh, Derek, I need you to believe me. Just like a trifling hoe would do. I need you to believe me. People are going to tell you lies about me. I don't want you to. They don't know about us. They don't know about us. And Derek is playing along or trying to play along. And Scott, like, basically says to her, she picks up that Scott and the rest are there in Styles. And she's just like, well, they're lying. I'm not a psychotic serial killer. I'm doing like human sacrifices. No. And like, who hurt Lydia? No, I would never hurt Lydia. Yo, she was playing it wasn't me till the very end. Of course, Scott, he gets the mistletoe. It says it can also harm as well as reveal as well as heal. And he throws the mistletoe at her face, and her real druid face or whatever face it is comes about. And let me tell you, now that's a makeup job. If you want to know the wonders of makeup, like the look on Derek's face when he saw like who she really was underneath all that facade, it was like she gave him herpes. Like he was just not here for it. He was just like, damn. Anyways, that's what he gets for giving me bun. That's what you get, Derek, for cheating on me. So she, of course, she's like, I can explain. Let me explain. She completely turns into Kevin Hart and is like, I can explain. And Derek is just like, shut up. Like he literally is like, shut up. Just shut down. Cold. Do you know how long it took me to break down those walls? And she just built them right back up. But whatever. That's another episode. Anyways, so she's just like, she needs help, she needs to do this, she needs to do that. Nobody can really kill her because she's the only one that knows where Styles that is. And man, and all this time I'm just like, this is so shady. How can she possibly need help? She's stronger than He-Man. She has the power of Grayskull every time she fights one of these werewolves. And so I was just like, something's a little fishy. But I really just don't trust her. So I'm willing to let it play out. And we go to the hospital, and Ethan and Aiden, the two twins, who I know you guys said they're fine, but I don't see it for them. Like, they're just not hot to me. Anyways, they want to find Cora. Basically, that's the role that the Kalian has given them. You need to find Cora and kill her. And, them and Toenail Girl just wreaking havoc in the people in hospital. Scott's mom meets the Kalian, and she's just like, oh yeah, I totally feel your vibe. Your aura is all twisted. You're the bad guy. And they try to escape. They try to, get Cora to go in the ambulance. But Toenail Girl, who one day I'll learn her name, Toenail Girl totally tears out the whole engine. And Scott and Substitute Creep just make her run off. And it's kind of like, okay, they're kind of trapped. They're kind of trapped. And the Kalian captures Scott's mom. have him do something, make her do something for him, which was, so now Substitute Creep and Scott are stuck in the elevator, and he then releases Scott's mama. You're kind of just like, okay, the name of this episode is Overlooked, so you're trying not to overlook anything, but at the same time, I'm just like, what is it? What am I not seeing? Anywho, Scott's mom gets a little kick-ass when the twins tried to meet up her little son, and she was not having it. She just clear, and they're separated because they don't deal well with electricity. I just walk around with like a zapper all the time. Oh, you're trying to attack me? Anyways, we find out the story while she's in the elevator. It's the best place. We find out the story behind the Substitute Creep, and her name is Julia Bakari, and she was the emissary for the toenail girl, and her name is Cody Learpole. I don't really, until she does her toenails, I refuse to call her by her name. Alright? Being a werewolf is no excuse. Anywho, so we found out that she was her emissary, and the Kalian had all of them kill the pack, but she really couldn't kill her properly. And as a result of Derek killing his girlfriend Paige like a couple days or weeks before down in the root chamber, it revived all, that magic stuff right there, and gave her enough strength to hold on for Styles' dad to find her. This is all the way flashback, so everything is intertwined. It all, you all see everything come full circle. And at the end of the day, Derek kind of, like, if Derek hadn't killed his girlfriend, and she would have died, and then she wouldn't have come back and tried to, avenge all the stuff that's happened to her because of the Kalian. So she didn't leave without giving my baby Derek a little bit of guilt. Anyways, Derek is just like, shut up. We also learn a little mythology about why mistletoe is so dangerous or effective for them, especially in that supernatural realm. And they tell us about Loki, and apparently Loki is just an asshole in every single solitary mythological story ever told in life. But he strikes again, and we know I'll definitely think differently about kissing under the mistletoe. I'll still kiss under the mistletoe, especially if it's Derek. I think I can give in. And Styles, while they're, evacuating Cora, because by now Allison and her dad and Isaac have reached, and it's kind of like Calvary, and they're helping out, Styles figures out that when they say guardian, they mean parent. And he has to make a choice. Either he's gonna go with Peter and Cora and escape, or he's gonna try and warn Scott. However, they're best friends. They kind of put it together at the same time. Same time that Julia, or Substitute Creep, attacks Derek in the elevator. And it's all just kind of, gone home and going really fast. And it turns out that Substitute Creep, Julia Bakari, took Scott's mom. So now she has Styles' dad and Scott's mom. And I think this is where you call a mental break, is what happens to Scott. He's just like, I can't do it by myself. I've been trying. Everybody around me is getting hurt. And in swoops Dr. Deucalion to say, well, I knew what the Guardian meant, but if you were part of my Alpha Pack, I would have told you. And Scott, in his moment of weakness and teenage angst and stupidity, decides that he's going to go with Deucalion. And I'm going to tell you, this is by far one of the saddest scenes, to hear Styles begging his best friend, even though his dad is, in danger, just saying, please don't go over to the dark side. Just don't do it. We'll find another way. We always figure it out. And that was just so sad. And that's where the episode ends. So the episode ends with Derek on the floor, knocked out. Styles, being extremely sad, looking, at his best friend walking off with Deucalion. Deucalion seeming to have won. And just everything going to hell and back. And it kind of leads you to think, what could possibly happen tonight? And so I'm excited. I'm a little apprehensive. I know that Scott and Peter are actually focused on getting Cora to, be better. But I don't think they're gonna just leave. I mean, Derek and Peter. I don't think they're gonna leave Scott with the Kalian just like that. And so there has to be some plan. I'm really, really, really hoping that he has not gone over to the dark side. Because what the hell then is the season finale going to look like? Anywho, you know I can't wait to see later. Tell me what you thought of the episode though. I would like to know.